Do you need a great marketing tool to advertise your business or event? Then use Ottumwa Coasters. Get your business or event on drink coasters featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. It's the most fun and effective way to reach the community. Starting at just $199, you get 1,000 coasters delivered to Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. Look for Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook or call or text 573-932-0111.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hey, good morning. It is the morning wake up. Oh, thank you. Your beautiful audience. Yeah, good morning to you. It's a Friday, December 22nd. Thank you for tuning in to the morning wake up here on Steve Shutler Media. It is brought to us by our friends at Ottumwa Coasters. There you see my coaster in the midst of a whole bunch of other cool-looking coasters that you're going to see at all of the popular restaurants in Ottumwa, Iowa, as Elizabeth at Ottumwa Coasters is going to get you hooked up, and you'll be able to advertise and market your business in the Ottumwa area. And again, that is Elizabeth at Ottumwa Coasters. Like and follow Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook, and get a hold of Elizabeth to advertise your business on a drink coaster. Again, those get distributed out to all of the popular restaurants in Ottumwa, Iowa. And like I said, I went and picked up some of my coasters from Elizabeth, and I brought some of those back to Sigourney, so you're going to see some of those Steve Shutler Media coasters in Sigourney as well. So, yeah, it's a perfect idea. If you like to advertise and market your business, get your logo, get your information in front of a bunch of people on Ottumwa Coasters. We thank Elizabeth for sponsoring with Ottumwa Coasters here on Steve Shutler Media. Let's look at our forecast as we get into a Christmas weekend. Our weather brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa, located at 202 North Main in Sigourney. Call or text for an appointment, 641-622-3772. They can hook you up with hair services, spa services, extensions, products, and tanning. And if you are running behind on your Christmas shopping, a great idea would be to go into Amy's Salon House and Spa and get a gift certificate. Amy's can hook you up that way as well. So stop by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Tell her that you saw her forecast here on Steve Shutler Media. Weather for today and for this weekend doesn't feel very Christmassy out, does it? Kind of a rainy, dreary weekend. Rain today, patchy fog, and a high around 53. Rain chance at 90%, so I don't think we're going to get away from the rain today. Just a little bit of a south to southeast wind, and precip will be about a quarter to a half an inch for today. Tonight, some fog, otherwise cloudy, a low of 45, pretty calm winds. For tomorrow, areas of fog, cloudy skies, a high of 56. Tomorrow night, a low of 48. And then rain coming back into the forecast on Sunday, Christmas Eve, and a high of 57. Breezy south to southeast winds on Sunday. Now, let me pull up the forecast a little bit. You guys won't be able to see it, but I'll tell you about it anyway. For Sunday night, Santa has some rain to look forward to as he is delivering the gifts on Christmas Eve. Rainy, breezy, and a low of 46. And then Christmas Day, rain, 51 for the high. So yeah, that's that's kind of our forecast. And rain continues Monday night, Tuesday, and then chances of rain lessen Tuesday night and Wednesday. But still, yeah, kind of rainy, kind of gross. A gross forecast for Christmas. Let's see here. Current conditions. Humidity at 97% in southeast Iowa. Winds are southeast at about 5 miles per hour. 30.12 on the old barometer. And then 46 degrees is our current temperature here in southeast Iowa. Your weather brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Hey, there's our Athlete of the Week. Brought to us by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. Our Athlete of the Week is officially Ryan Groom of North Mahaska Wrestling. Ryan, a heck of a wrestler in the New Sharon area. And you guys voted him our Athlete of the Week. So congratulations to Ryan Groom, North Mahaska Wrestling. He is our Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics Athlete of the Week. Congratulations to you, Ryan. Coming up here in just a little while later on this morning, here in Sigourney at Barnwired, we'll have our Iowa Music Showcase. Eli Alger coming through the rain today to entertain at Barnwired in Sigourney. We're going to be talking to Eli from 11:30 to noon, and he'll be singing us some original tunes. We'll see if we can get a Christmas song out of him as well. Eli Alger, this guy is fun. He's entertaining. He's a character. So if you want to stop up to Barnwired for some coffee or for some lunch or to do some last-second Christmas shopping, you can do that today. Eli's there from 11:30 to noon. I'll be talking to him live. Or if you can't make it, you can just watch right here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube. That's Eli Alger for our Iowa Music Showcase. You know what we got to do? I've been doing the last of my Christmas giveaways here on Steve Shetler Media for this past week. It's been going on since Monday. Now, the magic combination to be eligible to win this fabulous prize pack that you're looking at right now, which are all $25 gift cards to Grant Ranch, More Hair Designs, Barnwired, Mahaska Drug, Brothers Market, and Fringe Boutique. The magic combination to win all of these gift cards was to like and to share the original post, and then to leave me a review on my Facebook page. And I got a bunch of great reviews. You guys were so nice to me. Nobody left any mean comments. I'm very thankful for that. And I'm very thankful and honored that a bunch of you would leave me some positive 5-star reviews. So thank you to everybody who went to the trouble of doing that. That was very kind of you to do that. And it helps me out. It helps me, when people come to my page on Facebook and they look at the reviews and they see positive things being said, it helps me out. Whether it's just with the regular person that's checking in, or maybe a business that is looking to advertise with me. Those positive reviews help me out, so I thank you for that. Now, out of everybody, and there were a bunch of you that left reviews and that liked and that shared, out of everybody who did that, only one of you can win this prize pack, courtesy of Steve Shetler Media and all of our sponsors. By the way, yeah, that's the thing, too. It's like I wasn't just randomly picking businesses to buy gift cards from. I mean, these are all sponsors, and everybody that I have featured a gift card from the past few weeks has been a sponsor of Steve Shetler Media. So, yeah. And they didn't, I'm not going to pat myself on the back. They didn't give me these gift cards. I went out and bought them from them. Local shopping during the Christmas season. So, thank you to all these sponsors, and thank you to all of my sponsors that you always see on my videos here on Steve Shetler Media. The winner of this particular prize pack is, let's do a drum roll. Our winner is Bree Weller. Bree Weller, our prize winner. Bree, I don't know if you're watching this morning, but I will get a hold of you, and you're going to get this gift card. You're going to get this gift card. You're going to get this, and these. All this stuff going to go to Bree Weller. So congratulations to you, Bree. I will get a hold of you and get your address. I'll send you a Steve Shetler Media sticker, too. How about that? So, yes, I'm a Post-it note freak, so I got Bree's name there. Bree Weller, congratulations to you. You're going to have a Merry Christmas. Maybe have some stocking stuffers with those gift cards. Maybe something to give to somebody else. Or maybe you're just going to treat yourself this Christmas with those gift cards. So congratulations to Bree Weller. Congratulations to all of our winners. I'm trying to think who else was a winner over the last few weeks. I know Tiffany Hale, and then Karen Griner was also a winner. So some of our area folks, I believe one from Sigourney, one from Harper or Keota. I can't remember where Karen's from, and I'm not positive where Bree is from. So Bree Weller, our prize winner this time around. So congratulations to you, Bree. Thanks to everyone for playing along on our Christmas giveaways. I think this was a success. We'll have to do it again next year for our giveaways. So congratulations. Thanks to all of you for playing along on the Christmas giveaways. Let's say hi to some people. Let's see here. We got Sherry. We got Erica. Let's see here. Stacy, Amber, Kurt and Kathy, Sue, Sherry, Sandy, Cindy. I know we're going to see Sandy later on, most likely, at Barn Wired. Sandy and the crew, and my mom, and all the ladies that hang out at Barn Wired for our Iowa Music Showcase. That is always a fun time. So good morning to you. Thanks for hanging out with me on our morning wake up. Hey, you know what I did last night? You want to see what I did last night? Here's a little bit of video of some Christmas caroling. Lord Jesus, asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes. But little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. Our lovely Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Hey, so some Christmas caroling going on in Sigourney last night. My wife and I went and sang along with the Christmas carolers from Be the Light Ministry, my church here in Sigourney. So that was a lot of fun. That was some footage of visiting my mom on her birthday, which we also sang happy birthday to her yesterday. And by the way, thank you to everybody who was kind enough to say happy birthday to my mom on Facebook yesterday. She had a good day, I believe, and we had some lunch with her and got to spend some time with her. So happy belated birthday to my mom yesterday. And yes, Christmas caroling. That was me humming. I was singing throughout most of the evening. But that particular time, I was humming. I don't know why. Let's do some birthdays. La 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 la. Happy birthday. Let's see here. We've got country singer Red Stiegel turning 85 years old. We've got baseball player Steve Carlton. He played back in the day, 79 years old. Diane Sawyer, broadcast journalist, 78. Another baseball player, Hall of Famer Steve Garvey, 75 years old. We've got Cheap Tricks lead singer Rick Nielsen, turning 75. Luther Campbell. Do you know who Luther Campbell is? Two Live Crew, yo. If you don't know who Two Live Crew is, you don't need to know who Two Live Crew. They sing nasty songs. 63 years old for Luther. Actor, how do you say this guy's last name? Is it Ralph? The actor Ralph Fiennes? It looks like Fiennes. I think it's Fiennes. Ralph Fiennes, 61. Actress Laura Lee Bell. Does anybody know who Laura Lee Bell is, just from her real name? You see, when I was a kid, We watched The Young and the Restless, the soap opera, at home during the summers. Cricket from Young and the Restless. 55. Let's see here. Actress Heather Donahue. Can anybody name the movie that Heather Donahue is famous for? No, you can't. I know you can't. Nobody knows who Heather Donahue is, but I will tell you, she is the girl from Blair Witch Project. She's 49 today. You know, she was... I'm so scared. Tell my mom I love her. And the snot running down. Great movie. I am a fan of the original Blair Witch Project. The rest of the Blair Witch Project movies, horrible. The original, good. If you can deal with the shaky handheld camera. Let's see here. Jordan Sparks, singer from American Idol Season 6. She is 34. Singer Meghan Trainor, 30 years old. And those are your celebrity birthdays for today. Good morning to you, Rick. And good morning to you, Tamra. Speaking of Rick, of course, we'll be up at Brothers Market on Saturday for the sports section. We are loaded with the high school student athletes coming up tomorrow morning from 8 to 8:30, so tune in. I know Alan and Bruce over the next couple of weekends, they're flip-flopping. One's going to be gone one week and the other's going to be gone the other week. So I think Lee Crawford is going to be helping us out with one of the announcers' roles. So tune in tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Brothers Market for the sports section. Let's see here. On this day, according to the National Day calendar, only a couple of things being celebrated today. One is National Date Nut Bread Day. Date nut bread. Sounds gross. Also, because you know me, super picky eater. Also today, we're celebrating Forefathers Day. Those folks that made it over on the ship. Back in my day, we brought a ship over to the United States from the old country. So yes, the colonists making it over. We're celebrating the forefathers today. I don't know about the three fathers or the five fathers, but the forefathers we are celebrating. Let's see here. On this date in history, kind of a boring day today. On this date in 1882, Ed Johnson, good old Ed, he flipped the switch on the first Christmas tree with electric lights in his home in New York City. Again, now Neil and I were talking about this earlier this week. Who the heck registers this stuff in the history of registry that Ed Johnson was the first person to have electric lights on a Christmas tree? Who was there to write that down and make it part of history? Do you think Ed could have been his neighbor? Joe might have done that. I don't know. Anyway, 1958. On this date, one of the best Christmas songs of all time, the Chipmunks song, came out on this date in 1958. Alvin! Christmas time is time for joy and time for cheer. Alvin and the Chipmunk song hit number 1 on the U.S. music charts, stayed there for 4 weeks. The hula hoop. Chipmunk song, 1958. Oh, it's also the first full day of winter. So that's happening today, first full day. That went into effect officially last night. Who else we got? Good morning to you, Keith. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, things you need to know, or you don't need to know. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. A year after Kirstie Alley's death, her kid's going to be having an auction, selling off her stuff that she collected over her lifetime. Other things, Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount Global are talking about a possible merger. That would be a big one. That would lump all of these brands together, including Paramount Plus, Max, CNN, HBO, TNT, TBS, Discovery, Cartoon Network, Food Network, HGTV, TLC, and others. Now, Paramount also includes CBS, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, and BET. So those things, all of those things I just listed could be joining together. That would be a mega merger. That's just a potential thing right now, but there are talks between Warner Brothers and Paramount. Let's see here. Golden Globe Awards coming right up, just a few weeks away from that show. And it's still, until yesterday, didn't even have a host. Let's see here. They announced that comedian Joe Coy, who is going to take the job. First, it's his first ever awards show. So good luck to Joe Coy, whoever you are, on the Golden Globes. Hulk Hogan, brother, which Hulk Hogan graces my walls here in the studio. You just can't see it. I am a pro wrestling nerd. Over on this wall, I've got an autographed Hulk Hogan poster. In fact, he signed it twice. Once as Hulk Hogan and once as Hollywood Hogan. And then over here on this wall, I've got Hulk. Here, I'll just show. There we go. We got Hulk and the NWO from when they were in Cedar Rapids for a pay-per-view. So Hulk's on my wall, and Hulk doing the fantastic thing. He and his wife of 3 months got baptized this past week, and he is all about Jesus. So Hulkster, brother. Now you can call him brother, as in a Christian brother, because the Hulkster got baptized. So good to you, Hulk. I know, he just accepted Jesus not too terribly long ago. So good job, Hulk and his wife. Let's see here. Just so you know, the price of a first-class forever stamp from the post office goes up on January 21st from 66 cents to 68 cents. Now, when they say forever stamp, what is the forever part? Because obviously, it's not the price. Because if it was forever, then it would stay that price forever, and it wouldn't keep going up. I'm thinking too much into it. By the way, do you like my Christmas sweatshirt today? It's a cheapo from Walmart. Yeah, reindeer with sunglasses on. Let's see here. GM, General Motors, said nearly half its Buick dealers took buyouts this year rather than invest in selling and servicing electric vehicles. Smart move. Any of you have electric vehicles? Does any of you want an electric vehicle? Hi, Nathan. How you doing, brother? Let's see here. Yesterday, the shortest day, and last night, the longest night of the year. Still waiting for the sunshine here in southeast Iowa. So we made it through that day and night, 24 hours. Hey, if you're a fan of Willie Nelson, 4-part miniseries on the life of Willie is running on Paramount Plus. Might want to check that out. Mariah Carey was screeching recently at the White House. She went and visited, took her twins to the White House this week. So Mariah breaking a few windows at the White House with her screeching. Does she really sing? It's just more, I don't know. I liked it that one New Year's Eve when Mariah Carey had the flub up, the screw up. That was good. Let's see here. General Mills says their cereal sales took off during the pandemic as everyone got back to eating breakfast at home. Now, with that over and prices, zooming up, they say they've experienced a huge drop in cereal sales. That was the thing. During the pandemic, prices on everything went through the roof. And of course, they've stayed there. But things have gotten back to normal. So why don't the prices go back to normal? I know, it's common sense. It's a hard thing in the world today. Good morning to you, Steve. Good morning to you, Jeremy. Thanks for hanging out here on a Friday morning. It is time for today's Impossible Question. The impossible question. You'd never get this. 13% of women don't want to receive these as a gift for Christmas. What do you think? 13% of women don't want to receive these as a gift for Christmas. Good morning to you, Katie. The 13%, according to this, the impossible question, candles. Well, I've given plenty of candles for Christmas over the years, but evidently 13% of women don't want candles. So keep that in mind, fellas. Let's see here, moving right along. Weird news in the weird.
That is weird.
And some weird news, you know, I don't think I'm going to get a Christmas bonus this year. My boss, he's a jerk. Don't tell anybody. I mean, I got good reviews on Facebook, but my boss is a little iffy. It's me, by the way. An employee was left feeling justifiably salty. This sounds kind of like Christmas Vacation when he gets the jelly of the month. This employee was salty after receiving a baked potato as a Christmas bonus from her company and being told that she would have to pay taxes on the baked potato. Twitter user Amanda B shared her villain origin story, as she calls it, on the microblogging platform earlier this month, where it has since gone viral with lots of stunned responses. In a series of bizarre tweets, Amanda described how her company had decided to set up a potato bar for employees in lieu of handing out Christmas bonuses. As evidently years before, it was normal to get a bonus. Instead, this year they got a potato and they had to pay taxes on it. I'm a better boss than that. I mean, anyway. In other weird news...
That is weird.
This is a weird one, too. Who needs guard dogs when you have guard geese? Brazil. They are replacing their guard dogs at a penitentiary with guard geese. I mean, that's really the whole story right there. I don't need to read anymore. So Brazil switching from dogs to geese for guard animals at a prison in Brazil. And finally, this is another weird one.
That is weird.
And another weird one, you may have seen this one making the rounds on social media. The Denver Zoo announcing an answer to its recent orangutan paternity mystery with the help of Maury Povich. Maury, of course, famous over the years on TV for saying, you are the father. Povich, who is 84 now, by the way, he hosted his talk show Maury for 31 years and did the famous paternity test segments where you are the father or you are not the father. The Denver Zoo posting a video to Facebook showing Maury bringing an end to the mystery of which of the zoo's male orangutans, either 30-year-old Bryony or 16-year-old Jaya, fathered 4-month-old orangutan Siska. And when it came out, Bernard, well, how do you say this? The 30-year-old is the dad. So Bernard, you are the father. All right, words that sound dumb and make you sound dumb. Good morning to you, Kevin. Kevin, you missed it. I played some of our Christmas caroling from last night. You were amongst those in that group. Good morning to you, Kevin. Good morning to you, Jan. Good morning to you, Ron. Let's see here. Words that make you sound dumb. You don't want to use these too much, or you sound kind of dumb. The words actually, actually. You don't want to overuse the word literally. Like, literally, I watched 1,000,000 hours of TV over the weekend. No, literally, you did not. Literally. Basically is another word that can make you sound dumb if you use it too much. Also, honestly, what was he thinking? Honestly, what was I thinking? And then the word like I went Christmas shopping like over the weekend, and we went like to the mall, and I saw Neil Crott at the mall, and he was holding up these little skimpy things and looking at weird calendars. So can make you sound dumb. You like that? And also punctuality. How is your punctuality? How are you getting to work? Are you always on time? Literally, I don't, and I use that honestly, I don't think I have ever been late for work. There's one time I was close. I was telling this story recently. When I was working in radio, I went over to Oskaloosa, and it was when my air shift on a Saturday morning started. Like, I went on the air at 5 a.m., and I got to town and realized I had the wrong keys, and I couldn't get into the radio station. And this was back in the day before cell phones, so I had to go to a gas station, use a payphone. Imagine this, before cell phones and using a payphone, and I had to call the news director at the time and wake him up and say, "Can you come let me in?" So that was, but I still wasn't late. I still got there on time. So careerbuilder.com says that a survey found that 20% of workers said they arrive late to work at least once a week. 1 in 10 said they are late at least twice a week. And traffic, one of the main culprits of people being late, or at least that's the excuse, with 33%. Nearly a quarter of people said a lack of sleep. Maybe they overslept, or their alarm didn't go off, or they didn't hear their alarm. That's another reason. 10% said getting their kids ready for school or daycare was the main reason. I mean, that's justifiable. And other common reasons included public transportation, wardrobe issues, or dealing with pets. So that's the reasons why people are late for work. Let's see here. We are running kind of late here. Favorite holiday stuff. I'll get through some of this here real quick. I'm not sure what... Oh, it's a Harris poll. And a survey says, favorite holiday movie according to a Harris poll, It's a Wonderful Life. That's the favorite holiday movie. Good morning to you, Rebecca. Favorite holiday tradition, spending time with family and friends. Least favorite holiday tradition, spending too much money. Favorite holiday songs, Silent Night. Holiday song you hope you never hear again, Jingle Bells. And favorite Christmas animated TV special, Rudolph. Also, some quick stats here. $9.3 billion, the estimated national sales of Christmas decorations last year. $20 is the amount that the typical American household spent on seasonal decorations back in 2006. I don't know what that has to do with today. The biggest Christmas tree, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, 269 feet. And then 25,000 lights were supposedly put on Clark Griswold's house in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's great, Sparky. Files of Law and Disorder. Let's go to Mississippi. Mississippi welfare officials for years directed federal funds intended to serve the state's poorest residents to suspicious causes, such as, check these out, University Volleyball Stadium. Instead of going to the people that needed money, they instead put money towards a volleyball stadium. They put money towards drug rehab for a professional wrestler. They put money towards a horse ranch for a former pro football player, and dozens of other things that were quite suspicious. So Mississippi, what are you thinking? M-I-S-S-I-S-S-S-I-P-P-I. And some good news. A 4-year-old girl in the UK has been able to meet Santa properly for the first time, thanks to a volunteer elf trained trained in sign language. This is a feel-good story. Now, Emily from East Yorkshire in England is deaf and had been let down 4 times by attractions which promised a British Sign Language service. Her brother's school had heard about their struggles and took to social media to search for an interpreter for their festive fare. And finally, Emily, the 4-year-old, got to have a conversation with sign language with Santa. So that does the heart good. One last thing. Let's go to a moment of...
Duh. 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 Duh.
Duh. In a moment of duh. You know, you've heard of loaded diapers. Like, the baby did a number. Big number 2 is the number in a diaper. Loaded diaper, security officers found 17 bullets concealed inside a disposable baby diaper Wednesday at New York's LaGuardia Airport. Officers pulled the otherwise clean diaper from a passenger's carry-on bag after it triggered an alarm in an X-ray machine. According to the agency, the passenger initially claimed he didn't know how the bullet-filled diaper ended up in his bag. I'm sure it was just a mystery. Who knew? The TSA, by the way, he also later suggested that his girlfriend put it there. I'm kind of doubting that she's his girlfriend anymore. TSA identifying the passenger as a man from Arkansas who was ticketed for a flight to Chicago's Midway Airport, but they didn't give out his name. Port Authority police cited him for unlawful possession of the 9mm ammunition. So, yeah. Don't be sticking bullets in a diaper, you dummy.
Duh. 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 Duh.
Duh! Good morning to you, Pat and Renee. That about does it. Just to recap, in case you missed it, we did draw our prize winner for this week's Christmas giveaway, the final giveaway of the Christmas season. Whoops, I'm dropping gift cards. Bree Weller was our prize winner. Congratulations to you, Bree. I'll be getting a hold of you. Ryan Groom was our athlete of the week. I saw a comment earlier. I had him listed. The picture that I got was of him wrestling probably last year at 106. But Erica in the comments saying he's having a great sophomore year at 132. So he was able to eat a little bit over the last year and gain a few pounds, and I'm sure he packed it on in the right way. So congratulations to you, Ryan, our athlete of the week from North Mahaska Wrestling. And otherwise, yeah, get on up to Barnwired later on today, 11:30 to noon, our Iowa Music Showcase with Eli Alger. And then also, we didn't have our weekly pet video last night. We weren't able to connect. We're supposed to be doing that later on today. So if you're a big fan of the weekly pet segment, we'll get that later on today. Don't want to miss that. And then tomorrow morning, we'll have our sports section, the Coaches Show from Brothers Market in Sigourney, loaded with a bunch of our area athletes. I believe, and don't quote me on this, but I think Carly Goodwin, Rihanna Utterback, Brock Alderson among those that'll be interviewed tomorrow morning. So a stacked show for the sports section. And then on Monday, I'm not positive what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to come on Monday morning or not. Probably not, because I'll be busy doing Christmas like everybody else in the world. But we'll have some of our normal stuff. What do we got? I know Brent Adams from Rural Strong Media announced earlier he's taking next week off, so we won't have our Ag Report videos next week. Mondays, we usually get an encouraging word from Kevin Hempel, and then Real Talk. I know Real Talk is happening on Christmas, so we'll have that coming up. But I'll put together something for Monday morning, so you can tune in. It won't be the regular thing with the morning wake up, but yeah, you can tune in. I might have some Christmassy stuff going on. So anyway, that does it for today. If I don't talk to you before Monday, have a great Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Jesus is the reason for the season. If you're not celebrating Jesus, and this is just my opinion, if you're not celebrating Jesus' birthday on Monday, then what are you celebrating? Happy birthday to Jesus in advance. He is our featured birthday coming up on Monday. So that'll do it for our morning wake up, brought to us by Ottumwa Coasters and we'll see you next week.